Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTT6. Right now I'm gonna show you quad chimps. Unfortunately, in the 12.0 patch, a lot of towers and upgrades that were very useful to be able to complete chimps have been nerfed. Namely, the submarine piercing of the herbo stars have been nerfed, and also the fact that now obyn level 11 will not give any more a range to towers other than magic monkeys. So because the gameplay on quad chimps was already, as you can see, I haven't been able to complete it normally because it depends a lot on RNG. So it already depended a little bit on RNG before this new patch, but now after this new patch, now that especially the sub piercing darts is less, it's just it depends too much on RNG, and so I had to change a little bit the strategy that I've copied from other people. And so I'm gonna show you now a strategy in the challenge editor, so that in case I die because again of like RNG, because it's like less than 50%, sometimes it's less than 50% the chance of winning a round, even if you get everything done correctly. And yeah, for that reason I'm gonna play in the challenge. As you can see, is quad chimps. The things are all like default, so everything is normal, every tower is on other than the farms, and pretty much like a normal chimps gameplay, so it's exactly the same. I haven't changed this, and this will not matter because it's chimps. So yeah, I've done this so that I'm gonna show you now. I'm gonna show you with the challenge what you need to do to progress through the rounds and to be able to survive. And then in case that like there is bad RNG, and you're playing on the normal gameplay, so not on the challenge editor, the best thing to do is just to being able to do quickly the pause button and then click the home button and then restart the game. Actually reopen the game from the saved point. Of course, in that way you're gonna lose the black border, but unfortunately in this 12.0 patch I still haven't been able to do chimps normal, just because the RNG, especially in the first rounds until round 36, is so high that it's just too bad. And that's why I'm using the challenge editor. So in case I'm using I got bad RNG, I can replay the last round, so you can see that how, without really changing anything in the strategy, at a certain point you're able to survive. And yeah, feel free to comment if you got any new strategies for this new patch for the 12.01. But unfortunately so far I haven't got any. So in this case I'm gonna follow Jajajosh black border run. So I'm gonna follow his strategy. I think it's the most accurate one, and the one that's gonna depend the less amount on RNG. Here placing 3 dot monkeys. The important thing is that this one with the bottom range just touches barely the bottom part of the path. This one as well here in the top right side, so just covering barely that part. And this one just having this bottom area larger than this one, so you can see pretty much like that. And you start with all normal on 3 on first, and then you just turn the top one on strong. And now the early rounds, so until you get the sub and you have the sub upgraded to herbo starts, everything is exactly the same as before because all these towers have not been nerfed. So that monkeys and the base pierce and stuff from the sub has not been changed. The thing that have been changed is the piercing from the herbo starts and then obyn level 11. So here is just quite important to place the sub so that you can cover with the range the halfway of this small rock, you can see right here, and you can cover barely the bottom line of this other big one. So those are the 2 things that you want to look at. And then also look at the tip of the sub, the bottom, the posterior part of the sub, just being slightly towards the left and between like the 2 flowers here of the thingy on top of the water. So that's it. That's the best placement for the sub. And then you set it on strong and just you continue. So with this, you should be able to survive round 8 and round 9 and round 10 without really doing anything. So without changing targeting option, without changing anything, the towers should be placed in a way that you can survive pretty easily. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going with Obyn, of course. The harder the gameplay, the easier it is to like not survive if you're not using Obyn. So in this case, after you finish round 10, you should have enough cash to place Obyn. And again, here the placement of Obyn is quite simple. So you want to place him as close as you can to the water, all right? And then the most important thing that you have to look for is, I'm going to show you just now here as I'm placing him in this thing. So the top left side of the range, you're gonna cover this rock, so you're gonna follow the line of this rock, and then you're gonna just leave barely the top part of this other one just free. So you can see that I'm just leaving just a small amount of free on this rock right here. And those are the two things that you need to look at whenever you're placing Obyn. So the closest you can to the right side, and then move him down and up, so that you can place him like this. Again, Obyn is strong, and that's it. Another thing that is going to change, especially like round 28, that is another round that can make you lose sometimes out of nowhere, is the fact that Obyn will attack. Sometimes you can see that the wolves sometimes turn upwards and pop the balloons in the upper part of the map. Sometimes the wolves are gonna turn downwards. So that's another thing that I don't know what it depends about. And yeah. Now here round 13, use brambles as soon as it's off cooldown. And yeah, you just place brambles right there. Now here round 14, you set the sub in first, you start the round, and then you get advanced intel. So it's pretty much it. And so these first rounds, they are exactly the same as before, this 12.0 patch, because nothing has changed. So you start round 15, you place brambles, you set this up in strong, and that should be it. Then again, sub in first, and now you get it to 0-1. And yeah, from this side on is a lot easier, because here round 16, 17 are easy. You don't do anything, you don't place brambles. Then at the beginning of round 18, you place brambles. And then at the end of round 19, you get the sub to 0-2. So after you get the sub 202 is where things become a little more complicated than they were before this patch, because the pierce of these herbo starts is nerfed. So they're gonna pierce through one less balloon, and that means that like if you're attacking a pink, sometimes if you don't hit the pink with all 3 darts, a red balloon will sneak past and you're gonna end up dying. So yeah, that's just the bad part because of this last patch update. Here at the beginning of round 21, place brambles yet again. So you can see as well the brambles position, like 70%, probably 75% of the times, Obyn will place brambles in the bottom side. I don't know really why. And like 25% of the times, he's gonna place brambles on the top side. So that's yeah, another thing that it may screw you up in round 24, as you're gonna see. And I'm gonna show you what are the two things that may happen. Now, strong for round 22. So sub in strong, because of the fact that otherwise if you place the sub in first, you're gonna pop the white balloons, but then you're not gonna pop the pink ones. And so in strong, in that way, you can just manage to do it better. Round 23, alright, easy. Sub back again in first. And now this is the first round where the strategy may be different. So if you get brambles here, you start on 24 and you get brambles placed in the top side, then you can upgrade the sub 203. Then you can get a village before on 28, and you can try survive round 28 like that. If brambles are not placed in the top side but in the bottom side, as it happens like 75% of the times, then in that case you're gonna need to upgrade the that monkey 002 for round 24, because otherwise you will not pop that camo balloon. Then you upgrade the sub 203, and then for round 24, instead of getting a village, because you're not gonna have enough cash because you're gonna spend the cash on the dark monkey upgrades, you place an alchemist to help the overall poppage of the lab balloons in round 28. So let's see here what of the two strategies will happen, and yeah, and depending on that, see the bottom side, as I said, so you need to upgrade that monkey 002, sorry, and to be able to pop that camo balloon. And so here I'm gonna show you what happens like 75% of the times. This is the strategy that you're gonna need to follow, because obyn, as I said, will not place, most likely will not place brambles in the top side. So here you just start the round like normal. You get the sub, as I said, 203 whenever you can, should be at the end of round 25. Here we go. Round 26, easy. Then at the beginning of round 27, you place brambles, right, like this. So as you can see again, brambles placed in the bottom side. And here is when you place the alchemist, because at the end of the round, because you had to upgrade the dark monkey, you don't have enough cash to place a village. So if you go see Jajajosh video, I'm gonna put it in the description, by the way, at this point he places a village, but because in round 24 he managed to get a bramble in the top side, and that's why he didn't have to spend cash on the dark monkey, and so that's why he got the cash. But you can see I don't have enough cash for a village. So the alternative, the only alternative I could find to fight this, the bad RNG, is get an alchemist down here. Right, it's pretty simple. So get an alchemist here, strong, of course, and then you start the round. Now here is where the first RNG may happen. So see that right there, bramble, the wolf attack turned upwards. Now here, yeah, this may be bad. Yeah, see here I just died because of the fact that with one of the wolf attacks I wasn't able to pop that lab balloon in the top side. So this is completely RNG. You can see that I'm not changing anything, I'm not doing anything. It depends on how the wolves, so obyn's wolf attacks, are gonna turn in the air. And why is that? Because the sub has less piercing in the herbo starts. The sub cannot pop the, after the layer is popped, the sub cannot pop the balloons beneath it too fast because it has less piercing, and that's why you end up dying round 28. So this is the first, like, other than round 24 brambles RNG based, this is the very first round where you can find that the nerf on the sub is kicking in. So this is the reason why I'm just doing it in the editor, so that I don't have to, you know, show you again the restart from the very beginning. And here again, yeah, this happens exactly as it happened before, but this time you could see that I could pop the balloons. So like everything was exactly the same, but this time I managed to do it. So without changing anything, it's just like RNG. So yeah, that's it. So that's why I'm showing Chimps on quad in the challenge editor, and I'm not doing it on the normal map. Also, because of the fact it's very difficult to see on the real map, I like to see if a balloon is about to leak, that you're close you pause the game and you exit. So it's very difficult to be able to actually see. So round 30, normally you want to place brambles at the beginning to be able to like pop some extra balloons if possible, but in this case the lead balloon just destroyed the brambles right off, so it was useless, but whatever. And now comes the village placement. So this is the part where I'm forced to change the strategy from Jajajosh, because of course I didn't got lucky with brambles from 24. So placing the village is very important. That you see two things of the village. That you see that the top part of the village here is like slightly left than this thingy on the water. Alright, so slightly left. And also the most important thing is that you look at this rock and you have to like create this triangle shape with the rock, and just having the village range ending exactly when the rock ends. Alright, so that's like, this is the thing that you want to look at. And in that way, when you upgrade the village and you place the alchemist, now I didn't say how to place the alchemist. It's pretty simple. You place the alchemist as close as you can to the top left side, and you leave about like 3 units of space between the road. So in this left road, so that's the distance that you want to leave pretty much. And yeah, then you start here, and so when you upgrade the village range, the alchemist, you can see that it's in range. So it's barely in range, but it's everything calculated. So if you calculated the village placement and the alchemist placement, that's why the alchemist is in range. And here, in this case, just upgrading the village 102, so getting the discount. Not using brambles, of course, because then you're gonna use brambles for round 33. So here again, brambles may be placed in the top side or in the bottom side. It depends, but it doesn't really matter for this kind of bloons, because these are just yellow bloons. So yeah, it doesn't change that much. So after getting the village 102, you start on 34, and you don't use brambles. You don't really need them. And at the end of this round is where you place the here. So right here I'm following still Jajajosh video, but I'm doing it in different rounds. So I'm placing the towers in different rounds because because of the cash. So here I'm placing a ninja in the left side of obyn, about here. So the important thing is that the ninja with the range leaves off exactly the same amount of ground in the top side and in the bottom side. So see that it's almost the same, and that is enough. Ninja in strong, alright. Alchemist here, yeah, I'm gonna start upgrading the alchemist, but anyway, it should be 2-0 here at the beginning of round 35. Then here, just wait for rainbows to be popped, and then place brambles. So after the rainbows are popped, that's where you place brambles, around 35. And then here should be easy. Now brambles, it may depend sometimes if it's placed like more in the central. You may be able to have some brambles left around 36, but as you can see here, brambles was completely consumed. Now this is the round with the highest RNG in the whole gameplay. So turn everything to first other than obyn. So alchemist in first, the top dark monkey that wasn't strong first, ninja in first, just obyn, leave him in strong. And then here with the sub you have to do something. So you have to like place it in last. So you can see that I'm just 22 cash short of having the berserker brew. See? So normally the first time that you're trying this, you're gonna end up losing. But as you get used to it, you need to do very simple. So this is the sub in last. If you click, so I have something here saved with the hotkeys, so that whenever I click a tower and I click a button, it's gonna go in the target option will go to the left. So if it's in first, it's gonna go to strong. If it's in last, it's gonna go to first. So what I do here is I start the round with the sub in last. I start popping the pings around 36. Then I upgrade the alchemist. Immediately after I upgrade the alchemist, I get the sub and I place him in first. So you're gonna see that sometimes, even if you do it perfectly, it may not work, but it should work. So most of the times it should work. Now the only bad thing is RNG. So if the sub airbus starts don't fly exactly like they should be flying, because of the nerf on the piers, you will end up losing. So it's just that thing. So just, oh, in this case I already messed up, so yeah, I can just lose here. I'm gonna just lose here. All right. I thought I had the high speed, so that's why I clicked the button. So um, again, sub last, everything in first, other than obyn. All right. So sub in last, start the round slowly, and then here change to first. Let's see if it works. No, there was a ping right there. Okay, let's try it again. And you have to do this over and over. So unfortunately, if in round 24, if you not get brambles in the top side, you have to spend that extra cash at the beginning for the Duckman key, so you can place a village for round 28, and so you can see how many things I had to change to be able to adapt. And yeah, that's just how it is. So everything again, setting it up correctly, starting the round, and first, let's see. Okay, now it worked. Yeah, now it worked. So after popping the camos, set again in last, then first again. So it's just the very beginning that you wanna keep last. And here for the very last round, you should have brambles again, and so it should be a little easier because here you're popping the pings. And that's it. So you could see that despite the fact that you had bad RNG for the brambles round 24, you can still manage to play that out. But round 36 is really, because you need to do so many things like upgrade the Alchemist and set the sub to first right afterwards. RNG, yeah, it's just that. So after that thing, so after being able to survive round 36, is where everything becomes easier. Because here I'm just following Jajajosh guide, so I'm just getting the village 202, so getting more attack speed for like all these towers, and here after the Bloons, I think I'm gonna place some brambles just to help popping the zebras and the last two ceramics, but should be easy. And now finally for round 40, before round 40 you should have enough cash to get the sub to 04. So save brambles for round 40. Again, it may happen that obyn, so 75% of the times obyn will place brambles in the bottom side, so it will not change really the damage that you're gonna do to the Moab, but just in case, you know, save them. Yeah, in this case I got lucky and I got brambles in the top side, so yeah, it just depends, but the damage from the 204 sub with the Alchemist should be more than enough. And now at this point is where everything becomes easier. So as I said, if you can survive round 36, then Jajajosh guide becomes very followable, and even the 12.0 patch, it still works. So here you place wizard as far as you can from the village, but still in range of it. And here now the targeting option, just leaving it as it was before, so everything in first other than obyn. And here you get the wizard 301 and then 302 whenever you have enough cash. It should be in the same round. Before round 42 you should have the wizard 302. Round 42 you just place brambles to help you against the camo rainbow balloons, but now with the huge range given with the wizard against camo balloons, it shouldn't be that problematic. And here it's just about, you know, surviving and waiting until you can get the arcane spike, so getting the wizard for 02. Here the important thing is that you remember to use brambles around 42, as I said, 45 for the camo pink balloons, and in round 47 and in round 49. Now for round 49 you should have already the wizard 402, so yeah, it's just for round 45 really, and round 47 where you're gonna really need the brambles. So starting here and placing brambles right after a little bit, so not right at the beginning, because otherwise the ceramics may just consume it right away. And round 48, and this at the end of this round you should have the arcane spike, or maybe round 49, I don't remember correctly where. I think it's in this round. Yeah. So that's the Arcane Spike for round 49. Still, just use brambles when the ceramics start coming out. Just use brambles just to have some extra defenses, you know. Why not? Alchemist 400. Alright. And now the second part of the strategy is preparing for to place the ninja in the middle and to get the Grandmaster Ninja and to survive like the last rounds. So in this case, just to get the towers placed correctly, I'm just getting a nice tower and placing it like as close as you can to the top and left side. So there isn't a reference. It's just you just place it as close as you can, and then a village as well, as close as you can to the top side. So like I don't know, the closest you can to the right side, so to the Alchemist, and to the top side. So in this case, I don't know, could be. So can I place it a little closer to the top side? I think I can. Okay, so I'm gonna stick here with this position, and that's pretty much it. So you get here the village 002, so getting extra discount. And in that way, you're also now giving more range to this other village, to the first village. And that's very, very helpful because of the fact that now by placing here another Alchemist, because this village has larger range, you can place the Alchemist further back from Obyn. And this is going to be important, as you're going to see, because then later on I may place like another ninja here. There should be enough room. And so by placing the Alchemist further back, I can guarantee that this Alchemist will always like give the buff to the Arcane Spike and not to that ninja. So that was it. Round 51, use brambles yet again for these camo Bloons, just in case you need that. And then here preparing a boomerang. So I'm just following here Jajajosh strategy. So not really. Because at this point, like the little nerf on the sub at this point doesn't really matter that much, because you have like a lot of other towers that are doing damage. And so yeah, now you can see that this boomerang is benefiting from both villages discount. So yeah, that's very important as well. And here just getting the boomerang 302 and then a 402, so right off. And the boomerang is as well being buffed by the Alchemist. So the Alchemist buffing the sub and the boomerang. Round 53 is more camo, so normally like for round 53, 54 and 55, whenever I have brambles, I start placing them, so that I also start stacking them for like the ceramics around 54 and the 55 and so on. And here the boomerang, here we go, 402. Alright. And here it's just pretty easy, so you just keep on with this defense, and you should be more than able to survive. No worries. More brambles here around 56 if you want against the camo Bloons. Normally another thing that I like to do, Jajajosh does it later on, but I like to do it a little earlier, is that for round 59, yes, I use the world trees, but also I get the village 022, so that I can also like get the camo detention going for all these towers in the bottom side, so that you can also pop the camo Bloons. Now another thing that's gonna help you though in following this guide for the 12.0 patch is the fact that now Arctic Wind costs less than before this patch. So just by getting, in this case, the Ice Tower 031, you're actually getting back some cash because this upgrade is cheaper. So that's the only like thing that you are getting that's buffed compared to the Jajajosh run. So yeah, just explaining it. Now here, very important, placing this ninja like in the exact center. So you need to look at. I'm gonna just wait here a little. I think here should be good. Yeah. So you just need to look at the ninja range and distances between the range and the road. So that this distance is like almost equal for all the 4 parts. So in that way you know that you have placed the ninja like central, and so you don't have the ninja too close to the left side or right side or bottom or top side. So that's the goal, pretty much. And here I'm gonna start upgrading the ninja right off. I'm gonna use brambles as well in round 59, as I said, but by having the village 022 it should be easier. And brambles and world trees should not be that important. Round 60, the BFB, again, very easy, so you don't really need much. And now next is the Alchemist to buff the ninja, of course. So you can see that the Alchemist is benefiting from both villages discounts. Now with the 12.0 patch update, you can see which towers and which buffs are affecting the towers that you're placing. So in this case, it's double discount from the villages, so that works. And in this case, just getting the Alchemist 300. I think it's yeah, it's what Jajajosh did. So here, do I have everything? Yeah, I think. And now the only key round is round 63, of course. So the 3 ceramic rushes. So normally what Jajajosh does is that he just changes the now you have already the world trees from before, so you just leave it and you just change the arcane spike from strong to first. So you start the round, you pop the ceramics in this right side and then you move it to first. So after the ceramics in the right side move out of the range of the Archmage, that's where you just set it back on first. So that's what he did, and it works. It still works because the Archmage is exactly the same as before. It hasn't been nerfed, so still works. And here the final wave. So strong and first, and boom. Okay, so here I'm gonna just replace the wall of trees. Brambles, and here at this, I think at this point he doesn't really change anything on the strategy other than placing like after getting the Grandmaster Ninja, I think he places like a glue gunner, a 013 glue gunner. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't change anything. So right here, of course, you're trying to get the Grandmaster Ninja as fast as possible, and so you don't want to really spend the cash on anything. And the only rounds where a little bit of the nerf of the sub may be visible is round 75, because of the double stack BFBs. So that's where like piercing is important, and I think that's it, because you run 76 and 78, you just need to adjust the targeting option of the wizard. So not really difficult right there. Yeah, so you can see that I died a couple of times, especially in round 36, I think it was. But then really the gameplay, if you can survive round 36, then it's smooth. Also round 28, in this case I got lucky, so you saw already the perfect RNG round. But sometimes as well in round 28 for the lab Bloons, the obyn wolf attacks will just fly in the wrong direction, and you will not pop all the lab blows. Actually, I think I lost once in round 28, right? So yeah, you could see at least what happens when RNG is not good. And so I repeat again, I'm playing in this game also in the challenge editor, so that if I lose, I don't have to start again from the beginning, and I can show you a full gameplay up to round 100. As I said, it's very the early game is what really is different because of the fact that the sub Pierce being nerfed is early, where it's gonna affect you. The more you progress on the game, the less is gonna really make a difference, because you're gonna have like a lot of other towers that are gonna supply for that nerf. And as well, after you get the ice tower 031, you should also have more cash, because it was buffed, so the upgrade costs less, and so you should have like get back the cash that you had to spend for earlier on. And here we go, around 74 is gone, and now it's round 75. So this is the round where again I said that you know, I'm gonna place brambles whenever it's possible. If this world trees is consumed, I'm gonna replace it. I may replace it even sooner, but really the difference here is a little bit, sometimes RNG, sometimes the exact pierce of the sub. And normally, like, what you're gonna do here with the sub is just keep it in first. Then when you can pop this BFB, you can see this BFB right here, you're gonna start attacking it, and you're gonna pop it at a certain point. You're gonna have mobs. After you pop the mobs, that's when you move the sub to last. You pop this top BFB first, and then you move it to first again. So that's the only like change that Jajajosh did. I don't know if this is really needed or not, but I just copy it because I don't wanna, you know, end up dying. So here, refreshing the wall of cheese, but without changing anything, around 76 is easy. And here as well, around 77, just a lot of BFBs at the end. Yeah, I don't think he changes anything, so everything is like normal. So I'm gonna just leave it like that. Yeah, it should be good enough, because the BFBs are not that close, like around 75. Now around 78, yeah, again you do the trick with the wizard. So you set it in strong. When you pop the ceramic rushes in the right side, that's where you move it to first. So it's exactly the same as round 63. And boom, first. Alright, so that's it. I think here I may loot. Okay, no. But it was pretty close. I saw a lot of rainbows right there, so I thought I would be dying. So you got back to first here. And then you're gonna pop the BFB, and then after the BFB is where you need to start going slow again, because this is where the second ceramic rush is gonna come out. So again, strong. When you pop the ceramics in the right side, then just move it to first. That's it. That's already. Oh, here I may die. Yeah, I died. I think I'm gonna also change the wall trees if I can. Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna have it. Oh yeah, I have it. Oh well. So yeah, probably I need to move it to first, maybe a little earlier on. So even before all the ceramics come out, I'm gonna just move it to first. Okay, here I died again. And yeah, so that's just unfortunate sometimes, you know, the buffs and all that stuff. So strong first. Okay, this time it worked. I'm gonna refresh now the wall of trees. Well, actually, before I pop the BFB, I'm gonna refresh it. Hopefully I will be having it in the top side, but yeah, it depends. Pressing brambles here. Popping BFB, alright. Okay, placing, yeah, restoring the willow trees, nice. I got lucky again, so this time I got it in the top side. And again, strong, and first. And you can see that now it's a lot easier because I tanked with the willow trees, I tanked all the ceramics coming from the left side. So definitely easier. And now in this round you should be able to get the Grandmaster Ninja. And boom, that's it. So getting Grandmaster Ninja and getting Caltrops as well. You can see that the range also increases a little bit with the upgrade. Plus obyn that turned already level 11 gives extra range. And now getting this Alchemist right here, 402, right off. So yeah, see, it should not be difficult popping the my god. Here we go, 402. And from now on, super SRAMs, of course. And you can exploit the ninja that you have already placed, like this one. And oh, I messed up. I should have got it with the middle path. Can I replay the last round somehow? Nope, right? Because I don't have the save game, stuff like that. So yeah, well, in this case, I sold it. I don't know why selling works. But yeah, this was just a stupid mistake, you know. Instead of getting the middle path, I just slipped with my finger and I got the bottom path. But it shouldn't really change that much in the strategy. And now here, after getting one ninja with shinobi, you can see also the amount of shinobis that are benefiting with the Grandmaster Ninja because of the stacks here. You can see per 1, then you can see per 2, per 4, and so on. So I think here now he plays another ninja. I'm gonna place it, I don't know, whenever it's possible, whenever there is like some free room. The closer I can to the top side. Now all the ninjas that I will place in outside the lake, so outside the frozen lake, I will get them 130. So I will get also the extra range and attack speed. Instead of the ninjas that I will get inside the lake, so inside the frozen lake, for example, this one and the other 4 that I will place, instead are gonna all be just 0, 3. 0, 3, 0. So like this. Here I think I'm gonna just get the glue gunner in the left side so that I can benefit from both the villages discounts, like this, yeah. And glue gunner here, strong, 0, 1, 3. And now after this, this is where the only thing you're left to do is get more ninjas, possibly get before all of them a bunch of ninjas that will be in range of both villages, so you can save cash, of course, in the process. And as well get the, and then remember for round 90 that you're gonna need the village, this village down here, to MIB, because otherwise you will not be able to pop all the time the DDT layers, and you don't want that to happen. So in this case here, yeah, I didn't got a bunch of ninjas, but you can see that the amount of cash you start getting from these rounds is quite high. Okay, so 130 ninja again. Here I think I'm gonna place another one outside. So I prefer placing them the ones outside because that gives me also extra range and attack speed. So these ninjas are also stronger at popping the Bloons themselves. So it's not just to buff the Grandmaster Ninja, it's also to make them stronger. right. And here I can just manage to get some more inside. Remember, the ones inside um, without the extra range, other because they would not be able to get to the Bloons anyway, because they don't have enough range. So okay, and I think that should be enough, because I will need, as I said, the MIB village. Now I may get enough cash, and I also need the Alchemist, the middle path of the Alchemist down here. So I will get first the village here, 032, and then afterwards I will get the Alchemist. It's not that important getting the Alchemist to cause the explosions, because many times, like the Alchemist 030 will make you lose, because you make like a bunch of mob classrooms explode at the same time, and then your towers cannot deal with all like the mobs or all the ceramics at the same time. And yeah, that's what happens sometimes. Yeah, I think he placed before the Alchemist, before placing all these ninjas. I think he placed before the Alchemist, but yeah, I'm gonna just do things at this stage of the game. You can change slightly the order of things, and you can still like survive. It doesn't change that much. Okay, so here I got the village, and now, as I said, I will get the Alchemist. Here there should be enough room. I saw it before. Where is it? Wait, what? Oh yeah, here we go. I know, I wasn't finding it. Okay, so strong. And these alchemists with obyn and the village should have enough range also to apply the concussion sometimes to the top side. So you can see that BFB having the concussion, and yeah, so that's like a perfect spot, because you can target like almost 3 lanes at once. Alright, obyn maxed level now 90 should, because of the MIB, should not be difficult. You can see you can pop DTs quite fast. Here getting another ninja, of course. Alright, just 030. And then here, can I get another one? I think I can't. Yeah, I may have misplaced some ninjas. Maybe like this first one I should have placed closer to the right side, and so that there is enough room, but here there isn't enough room. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh well, whatever. Alright, and it's just about placing more and more shinobis, so upgrading the maximum attack speed and pierce of the Grandmaster Ninja is the key to victory. So that's pretty much what you have to do. And as well, not only that, you're increasing also the attack speed of all the other shinobis that are in range. And so the damage that you do with the shinobis must not be underestimated. Wait a second here. Can I place like something closer? Maybe this is too far away. Yeah, let's start. Oh wait, here I don't have a village, so. For now, I think I'm gonna, after I got these bottom ninjas 130, I think the other shinobis I will just leave them like 030. Just because I had to sell that ninja, like because I had the bad upgrade. Like this is challenge, so editor, so I can do it, but normally you should not mess with those things. Probably I lost some cash during the process, so I'm scared that if I just get too many ninjas 130 like I should be doing, because of the cash I lost for that ninja, I may end up not having enough cash for the sub. So yeah, not ideal. So I'm gonna just go safer, and I'm gonna just place ninjas without the here. Yeah, let's get some ninjas in the top side. Unfortunately, it's just barely out of range of the village. Oh yeah. Now here you can see 13. So if I count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12, and 13. So all of the shinobis right now are in range of the Grandmaster Ninja. So even this one that seems out of range, maybe it's in range. So you can always check this thing, so you can see that if the shinobis are in range or not. So you can always, if you want to, you can increase the range. So if you must increase it because otherwise the shinobi is not benefiting from the range, then you can do it. And just like be careful each round to do it and to get the ninjas, if possible to get them like in range of obyn or in range of a village, so you get like range and pierce and stuff like that, so it's just better. So this is 14. Okay, so that still this shinobi is counted, so that's nice. Okay, Warlord Cheese exploded, so I'm gonna just refresh it. And here I think around 96 is where you need to change the wizard from, or maybe in this one, yeah, I think in this one, with wizard to strong. So you need to start focusing first the Domagats with the wizard, or like the strongest Bloons, so then the ninja in first can just finish off like, oh wait, what happened? Oh, I clicked the sell button on the ninja. Okay, on the Grandmaster Ninja I sold the ninja in the middle. Well, that's not good. Okay, yeah, my bad. So as I said here, from round 94 on, just leave the wizard in strong. So in that way, you are focusing first the Domagats to taking down the biggest mob class Bloons, and the ninja with first priority, and all the other like towers can just finish off the Bloons, so the ceramics and so on. So at this stage of the game, of course, like I think that this Domagat is gonna leak from this side, so I have a lot of time still to pop it. But yeah, just be careful about that. If you can like follow the biggest Bloons path, so you can see if 15. Okay, so this one is still in range. Wow. So if it's out or in. Now here 94, I think it's 95. So here I'm gonna get yeah, whatever shinobi here, because it's a 4th upgrade, so I don't benefiting from the farms discount. I will get a sabo. And now from when the DDTs come out, you should have the cooldown off. I'm gonna place here World Trees as well, and then when the first DDTs come out, if you're gonna have it, you know, and be able to play it slower, just use the sabo, so all the DDTs are slowed down, and it's just easier. So you're gonna need sabos as well, and like later on in the game. So yeah, just using it around 95 can make it a little easier, and yeah, it works. Here, okay. Ooh, I almost thought some Bloons were about to leak. Okay, so here just getting some shinobis also in the top side, so that also these shinobis are gonna do damage. So this is 16. Okay, so it's still in range. 96. Wizard is already strong, so that's fine. And now the biggest round that you need to survive is round 98. Now like the thing that you have to know is that if you use sabo for round 90, 8, you're gonna die. If you don't use it, you're gonna win. So that's the only thing that you need to remember. Because of the fact that with the Alchemist, if you cause too many explosions on Bloons slow down, you're gonna have to deal with too many Bloons at once, and that may cause you to lose. So here I'm gonna use Sabo just to slow down a little bit these Domagods as I start to pop the external layers. But yeah, it should be enough anyway. Okay, so here, how many Sabos I placed? 17. So I'm gonna place one more to reach 18. Now the cap is 20, but I think at this point I will have to start getting something for the sub and to like prepare for the next rounds. So 1, 2, 3. So selling this, removing it, so that I can also take down the BAD in round 100 for a little longer, and then placing a sub right here. Can I do it in range of both villages? Oh no, just in the range of one or whatever. Get in the middle path of the sub, of course, and let's go. Now another thing that Jajajosh does to help a little bit is to get the primary training village. So get the primary training village to help the glue gunner and the boomerang to survive round 98, because really now round 98 is the round where everything can go right and you can survive, or everything can go wrong. So in this case, again, the challenge editor, you can be more relaxed because there are so many Bloons that you don't even see when some Bloons are sneaking past. So it's literally a lottery. So you need to be confident that with all the towers that you got, you have enough damage to survive. And here, as I said, not using Sabo, very important, not using Sabo. So letting the Bloons be further away from one another, so you can you can pop them all, because otherwise you're gonna have them all stacked and you're gonna end up dying. Now here I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4 with extra range. So 4 Shinobis with extra range. Now that may not be enough, so I may get like at least 2 more or 3 more, but let's see if this is already enough. So let's refresh the world trees here. Yeah, I just died, so probably I need more Shinobis with extra range. So I will still play a little safer, and I will get the Shinobis here in this right side with extra range to have discount. So I have some Shinobis in the left side and some Shinobis in the right side. But I cannot really spend a lot of cash, because then I will need the first strike up ability. I'm gonna need this upgrade for the end of round 98, or possibly like mid round 99. So no jokes about that. So let's see now if with this extra range and damage, these 2 Shinobis can also buff more Shinobis, and so I can survive it. So unfortunately, as you can see, just there are too many Bloons, so you can't look at all of them. Here, just leaving the wizard in strong. And yeah, you just need to hope for the best. Okay, refresh Wallow Trees. Okay, so probably this mob is about to leak, I think. Yeah, these ceramics are gonna make me lose. Oh well, so it seems I need more ninjas here upgraded with the range. So let's do these 2 guys again, and let's get this. And no, let's see. 10, 10. Okay, let's get this one. This is also in range of Obyn. And this one as well that has 10 in range. Okay, let's try now. Let's see how it goes. So I'm just getting here more damage out of the Shinobis, really, because that's the only thing I can do that will not cost me a lot of cash. And I still think I should get enough cash to get the first strike up ability. Now, if you don't get enough cash to get it, then of course it's GG, because round 100 is unbeatable. Let's see now. I also have some more range and attack speed in the top side on the shinobi, so that may help. So here I'm gonna actually turn this one in first, so let's see if it helps. The Archmage in first. Here is Ramix. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is getting to an end. Can I survive this? Ramix. Alright. Oh, nice. Okay. Here we go. So you could see that just getting some more shinobis here with the range was enough. Probably also some RNG, like exactly when the Alchemist would buff the Central Ninja, or like maybe also the Wizard from Strong to First help me. I don't know. But there are so many things going on that you can't just follow all of them. So that's why, you know, it's just a lottery playing in this game mode. And here, just getting the Sabo here when the first DDTs come out, and that should be enough. And I should get enough cash here. Okay, yeah, okay, nice. To get, you can see that just barely enough cash. Wow, so close, so close. Here, can I get another, like maybe ninja with oh yeah, I can get one of the the middle ones. So let's get this one. Okay. And now in round 100, the missile has been nerfed. So now the missile is gonna do less damage to the BD. So what you really, the only thing you need to do to survive this round is not use the missile as early. So you need to damage the DDT as much as you can with your abilities, even with the Dark Monkey, with everything you got. And not throw the missile when you have the last BAD layer, because that is gonna cost you the game, because you're not gonna pop the BAD entirely but only a part of it, and you need to wait. Just wait until the BAD is almost out of range, so like you're not attacking it almost anymore, and that's where you need to launch the missile. So you can see that now this should be the last layer about to pop here. Yeah, so here you just keep it, keep attacking it, keep attacking it, keep attacking it, and when the BD is almost out of range here, that's where you use the missile, and that should be the victory. So I hope that you guys could find this video helpful. Now, as you could see, there is a lot of RNG going on, especially in the early rounds, and that's why I just couldn't show you a gameplay in the normal game, because it's just too random. So the chance that you get everything right is too low. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.